Good morning. Exciting day for the Oshkosh Corporation, this Oshkosh community. First of all, I want to thank you for being with us today, and let me be the first to welcome you to 1917 four-wheel drive. This is our new address. I've talked to many of you over the last several years about this. This is something that's, I guess, been in discussion in our company for close to 10 years. And so if you see me pinch myself a little bit, I'm still trying to make sure that this is not that dream that's been reoccurring for us over the last 10 years. But it really is a neat day for our company, a neat milestone, and we really appreciate you being here today to participate with us. You know, I'd be remiss if I didn't start off and thank a lot of the people that have made this all happen for us here. The Oshkosh team, we've had a large committee working on this. So Jason Havlick has led our committee. You'll hear from Jason in a minute. But a lot of great people in our company that still have full-time jobs and made time for a lot of this to get us to this point. So for all of you and a lot of you here today, thank you. We really appreciate the great work that's going on in this project. You know, when you're doing these things and you're in a community, normally you'll have a group that supports you, but we're very fortunate as a company to have three really what I call heavyweight groups that have supported us through this. First is the City of Oshkosh. Mayor Cummings is here today, City Manager Roloff, and some of the staff is here. It's been great to work with you guys, and we really appreciate the council's support through this. You know, we were watching the vote, and these are, you know, they're interesting discussions that you have in the community when you make a move like this, and to have a unanimous vote meant a lot to our team. So I wanted to thank you first for your support, and then just publicly with what you've been saying and talking. And Mayor Cummings is going to have some comments here in a minute too. Jason White and GoEDC, the board there, and your staff, man, you talk about someone who was constantly behind the scenes working and trying to make sure that we were looking at all things equally, and again, all parties involved connecting. I call Jason kind of the glue of a lot of this that's been going on. So Jason, thank you for all you did, and please pass that on to your GoEDC board and members. And then Chamber of Commerce, John Casper, I know Rob's here today, Rob Clement. You guys were right there in all this too. So again, three really great groups supporting all this. And then what was interesting as this was developing is to watch the community. And I can't tell you what it meant to our team to be driving around and seeing these Friends of the Oshkosh Corporation signs. One of our biggest fans within our company is here today, John Damel with Zeroni's Pizza. That's the commercials, by the way. But I do love his pizza. But you know, there's guys like John, Stephanie Carl, and different people in the community that just were constantly out there talking about some of the good things that we were doing. And you that know us, we're a humble company. We're not going to go around and brag about how much money we give to different organizations. We're just going to try to do the right thing. And so again, we appreciate that community support. Getting us to this point, been a lot of hard work. Dave Voss and Jason Havlick and CBRE and John might say it's been gnashing of teeth, and we still probably got some gnashing of teeth to do to finalize this project. We're really close, but Myron Construction, we're so excited about working with you guys. You've been great to work with at this point, and we know it's going to continue on that path. Performa, our friends at Performa, and Doug's even here playing hurt today on crutches. We appreciate all the great work you guys have been doing. And then CBRE, who's been great at representing us, along with Trammell Crow on the project side. It takes all four groups like that to really work together to have an outstanding project, and I can't wait till 6 months from now to just show everybody the building that we're going to have here. Somebody resuscitate Dave Voss. I think he's stroking out a little bit. So one of the common questions that's been throughout this project is, you know, why global headquarters? And I don't know, there's times when you're in a community like this and you've been there 100 years, maybe you get taken for granted a little bit, and you know, why would you need to do this? And I think most of you know, being a Fortune 500 competing globally, you have to make sure that your work environment matches what you're doing, especially with who you're competing with. There's a lot of people that move back and forth in companies, and we felt like we needed to talk more about where do we need to help shape our culture. You've heard us talk about enabling a people-first culture is very important to us. And to do that, we did a bunch of upfront work. We did some engagement surveys, which when we started, they're a little painful. We knew we had a lot of work to do. We had a great performing culture, but our culture wasn't as healthy as it needed to be. So we did a lot of other research too, and one of the surveys that I read that really grabbed me, Gallup polled 157 countries, very wide survey, and they were looking for what is the number one determinant of happiness, and it came back unanimous: meaningful work with people who care. And if you think about what we do in protecting the warfighter, the firefighter, keeping technicians working safe at 185 feet in the air, and then helping build cities and keep those cities clean, that's meaningful work. You know, our purpose around making a difference in the lives of others is pretty easy to find. But what we wanted to do is work on the caring side. And if you look at our work environment today, we're spread out in this community. You know, it's a good thing because we've had growth and we've had to make quick moves, but it's also a bad thing if you think of our team members in the winter. I know it's not cold here in Oshkosh, it doesn't snow much, but when they're moving from building to building and having to relocate cars or maybe walk, A, it's not safe, and B, it's not very efficient, and then more importantly, it's frustrating. It's not people first. And so when we talk about where this could go, is we also had to answer the question from investors and from our board is, can you win in Oshkosh, Wisconsin? Most of your especially your defense competitors are 8-9 times your size. They're located in metropolitan areas. So what are you going to do to compete here in Oshkosh? That's really dropping the mic there. And we felt, A, with a great community behind us, and then B, the things that we've started in the company, if we could add this, what we call the final piece of the puzzle in the right work environment, getting people together, that would be a big win for all of us. Plus, from a shareholder responsibility, it gets us out of a lot of high cost and lease and maintenance fees. So our goal in this whole project is to be cost neutral over a course of time to make sure that we are being responsible. Everybody knows, I think, we're publicly traded, so we have shareholders that we have to be responsible to. So this really adds up, and to me the final answer is, look at what's going on in our community today. You know, hats off to the council, to the chamber, to GoEDC. There's a lot of good things going on in this city, and I don't think you get a lot of credit for it. So just know we pay attention to that, and we add that into how we think we can continue to win here in a big way with the right culture. Things doing with the culture, we'll be able to retain our good talent, we'll be able to grow it. You know, one of the nice things about this building is we want it to be a community building. We're going to have a conference center that we hope the community will use on different types of basis, where it's a community foundation or where it's a company off-site. We want it to be a building where the community looks at it and goes, well, that's part of our community. It's not just a company, it's part of our community. We think one of the things that will help solidify that is when we finish this trail, where we'll be able to have a complete loop now. My team says it's 5K. We haven't measured that yet, but I'm sorry, 10K. I'm running the 5K though. That's what was in my mind. But you know, to have that available to, you think about fast forward, I'm going to keep dreaming here about, you know, our grand opening, and then to kick that off with a 5 and 10K walk run for the community. Again, to celebrate our investment in the community's investment in us, and keep that partnership going. So when I think about the partnership going, I think it's probably a good segue for me to invite Mayor Cummings up now to say a few words. But again, as that part, I can't thank you enough for the support. You know, there were some ups and downs in this. I think most of you know that there's not hardly a city in the country that doesn't want a Fortune 500, and they throw the kitchen sink at you to get you to move. And we're really appreciative of the way this all worked out here, and it worked out where we made the right choice to be at the right place. And so we're thankful for that. So Mayor Cummings, go on.
Good morning. I'd like to take credit for the weather. It was a council. We did an ordinance or a perfect day today. But what an exciting day for the City of Oshkosh and Oshkosh Corporation. I said before, my grandfather was an early investor in Oshkosh Motor Truck Manufacturing Company. I share the same vision today for Oshkosh Corporation, its products, its people, its leadership. But most importantly is the role Oshkosh Corporation will continue to play in the future and stability of Oshkosh, our citizens, and our quality of life. We are fortunate to have this dynamic industry leader call Oshkosh home. I have to apologize apologize. I did catch a cold in Appleton last week at a conference. How's that, Mark? We were once a rough and tumble mill town. The waters behind me are to my left, your right. We're a holding corral for logs on the way to the mills, which line both shores of the Fox River. Since then, these logs have become a great place for our city to enjoy, and now a perfect backdrop for the new Oshkosh Corporation global headquarters. For the past century, Oshkosh has been a strong and vibrant community because of our values, work ethic, quality of life, and the contributions that Oshkosh Corporation has made to our city and the surrounding area. As a community, we stand ready to continue helping Oshkosh Corporation welcome, attract, and retain the talent necessary to ensure its success in the next 100 years. We are proud that Oshkosh Corporation chose a lakeshore site, and it's thrilling to see an office building of this magnitude being built. It will be imposing from every angle, especially to those driving over the Unimere Bridge. And I have said in the past, the last time the city saw a building of this magnitude was the old First National Bank on Main Street. That was in 1927. Oshkosh sits on the precipice of a new era, one that focuses on our rich history, embraces our growing and youthful and diverse culture, and highlights what makes Oshkosh, Wisconsin's event city. Your global headquarters will play a pivotal role in our city's future as we become an even more attractive destination for workforce talent. In the last decade, the city has really changed. We have seen a blighted riverfront transformed into a riverwalk along the historic Fox and high-quality mixed-use development. The University of Wisconsin is now the third largest campus in the UW system, and we are known throughout the world for the EAA headquarters. We are now home to the Wisconsin Herd and the Menominee Nation Arena. The spotlight is on Oshkosh throughout the state of Wisconsin and the entire Midwest. Oshkosh is a welcoming place to do business. Because of the collaborative nature of everything we do in the city, all of this is pretty exciting for me to see happening in my hometown. I've been here a long time. The name Oshkosh on a product has been synonymous with high quality for over 150 years. Oshkosh by gosh, Oshkosh Trunk and Luggage, Leaf Company, Morgan Company, Payne and Radford, Hoffmaster, Bemis, U.S. Motors, Castle Pierce, Buckstaff. It's a long history. Not all are here today, but they helped build a city and a state. People know from out the world that when a product comes from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, they know that it's a quality product because the people who built it. Quality people build quality products. And that's why the people first philosophy of Oshkosh Corporation has made it an industry leader in the markets it serves. For the odd half of the city of Oshkosh, please accept my thanks to Wilson Jones and his management team, the Oshkosh Corporation Board of Directors, and all Oshkosh Corporation citizens, employees, for their vision and dedication to our community. The global headquarters at this location is a bold and dynamic way to start the next century of our winning partnership. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Cummins. Before I start, I would like to acknowledge Wilson Jones. Through his leadership and his people-first culture that we are creating with Oshkosh Corporation, we are able to build a global headquarters that all of our employees can be proud of. I want to thank Wilson and the OLT for their support to allow us to be able to move forward with the next chapter of Oshkosh Corporation. I'd also like to thank everybody here as well. Without the community and your support, we would not be able to be here today. I am honored to be a part of this team and to work with the great men and women from Oshkosh Corporation that led to where we are today. This is an exciting and emotional time for me. As many of the team members sitting up front, we've been working on this for well over 4 years. And to be able to have this facility built here in the city of Oshkosh along this river is absolutely remarkable. I couldn't be more proud of all the partners that we've had and where we're going today. I do know that Wilson has acknowledged a number of you, but I also want to do the same thing. First of all, starting off with our CBRE team, thank you guys very much for your leadership, your coaching, your guidance, and being able to have a great piece of property. I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce, Go EDC, the city, and the community for their active involvement. Performa, who has put together a remarkable building that we're going to have here on the shores that identifies the Oshkosh culture. As you go across the 41 bridge, as you pull into the driveway, this facility is going to scream Oshkosh Corporation. And their design is absolutely remarkable. Trumbull Crow Company, for your guidance, helping with the schedule, helping us with budget, being able to have a building that meets our parameters. We could not have done it without the Trumbull Crow Corporation. And then lastly, our Myron team. Our Myron team is going to take this building and make it a reality. Through their high quality work, we will have a building that we can all be very proud of. As we look ahead today, we're not simply breaking ground, but we're starting the next chapter in Oshkosh Corporation's history. Over the next 17 months, you're going to see a building being created. If you go on the Oshkosh headquarters app, you'll be able to see this building being built live as we continue to go and mature through this process. We will begin construction today. However, we'll be opening it up in fall of 2019. We have a lot of work to do. We're going to have ups, we're going to have downs. But as a team, we'll come together to make sure that we deliver the building that our employees and the community all want to see. A little details behind the building itself. This is going to be a 190,000 square foot, 4-story building. It's going to have a variety of features that allow collaboration within an open office environment. We're going to be able to welcome new team members as we have a war on talent to be able to recruit and maintain that talent. We're going to have a well-being area to be able to work on fitness and health-wise within our team members. We're going to have our Oshkosh U so that we can continue to support and train our team members as they continue to develop. And we're also going to have the ability to look at the history, the innovation, and the future of Oshkosh Corporation through our lobby and coming into our conference center, which will be open to the community as well. As Wilson mentioned, this is something that the community and Oshkosh Corporation can all be proud of. We are being very fiscally responsible when it comes to making sure that this is cost neutral or better. We're going to have a sustainable building, so that every decision that we make is helping from the environment to make sure that we have a building that's going to be able to last. And then lastly, as we look at how we're providing our vendors, our suppliers, and materials, we're doing a lot of this locally. So a lot of stone that will be on the outside of the building is here in the Fox Valley. Many of our providers that are doing the work are all employed here in the Fox Valley. So as we continue to bring the community together, we're looking at how we can continue to move and allow the job to stay here within the area. And I can't wait to see how the Oshkosh community continues to thrive as we continue to build this building. So in closing, I want to thank everybody for your support and ongoing commitment for this project. This is a very important chapter in Oshkosh Corporation's history and the community. And again, I'm honored to be a part of this journey. At this time, I want to call up Katie Hoxel to have the first wave of the groundbreaking. Thank you.